Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our sixth session number 6 of unit number 1. So in this session, we will see the last 2 points of data preprocessing, that is data transformation and data discretization and concept hierarchy generation. So what is a data transformation? Data transformation is nothing but transform or consolidate the data into create form. Means what? There are n number of databases, and in that there are n number of different data having different types. For example, in a student database, percentage may be have percentage maybe in a one database it may be have in like in a percent like 60%, 70%, 65%, and in another database it may be in a category like first class, second class. So we need to transform that data. So we need to transform that data into one form to another. Same way, height in a one database, student height in a one database may be in a centimeter, and another database it may be in a foots. So we need to convert it either in a data centimeter or either in a foot, right? So these are the different examples. So money or income is in a one database, income may be in a rupees, or in another database it may be in a dollar. So we need to convert that uh, the particular data. That is called as data transformation. So there are n number of techniques like smoothing. So what happened in a smoothing, we remove the noise from a data, so that we will use the concepts like binning, regression, clustering, then aggregation. So in that we will aggregate or there is a summary of the data. So aggregation is applied on a particular data. Then generalization of a data, in that we will replace high level concept through use of concept hierarchy. For example, categorical attribute. For example, street can be generalized to higher level concept like city or country. Then normalization. Normalization where attribute can be scaled so that all attribute can fall on a specified range. So then attribute construction, in that we can calculate or construct and add data from given set of attributes to help uh, for the mining for the process. So for normalization we have 3 types. So we will see each and every type, an example of that type. In an examination they will ask for min max normalization, or the examples from the data normalization will be asked for 3 or 4 marks in the examination. So what is a normalization? It generally requires when we are dealing with attribute on a different scale. Means what? We need to normalize or scale the attributes so that they can fall in a same category or same level. Means what? We need to scale that particular attribute uh, in a specified range. For example, suppose I am having a data value in between 1 to 100, right? Or I am having a range of 1 to 100 data only. And suppose the new value is come 550, then I need to convert that 550 between this 1 to 100. That is what the scaling in between your particular um, scale ratio, right? So there are 3 methods. One is min max normalization, one is z score transformation or z score normalization, and then next is decimal scaling. So first method, min max normalization. So it transform a linear transformation on original data. Means what? In a min max normalization we need to transform the particular original value with the new value. So original value is also having a range of minimum and maximum, and we need to calculate that minimum and maximum value with the newest mean values. So there is a one formula. So V dash means new value or min max normalization. V dash is equals to V minus min A divided by max A minus min A. So this min and max are the old value, right? Into new max minus new min plus new min. So these two are the new value in which we need to convert the variables or a data. So let x1 and y1 be a min and max boundary of attribute, and y1 and y2 are the new scale values. So vi value of attribute is normalized by using this formula, right? So what happened when we do the min-max normalization? We preserve the relationship between the original data with the new one, right? So there is connection between these two numbers, old one and new one. So this is the example. Suppose a minimum and maximum for the price of house be between $125,000 and 925,000 respectively. So these are the old values, 125 and 925. So 125 is my minimum value, 925 is my maximum value. यहाँ पे दिख रहा है कि 125 and 925. मिनिमम कौन सा है 125, मैक्सिमम कौन सा है 925. Then we need to normalize that price range between 0 to 1. So these are my newest value. So 0 is minimum, new minimum, and 1 is new maximum. So we can use min-max normalization to transform the value between, say, 300,000. So this is what my old V. So in this case, we used to previous formula. So see here. So what is my VI or V? V is $300, right? 300,000. So what is the minimum value? Old one, 125,000. What is the maximum value? 920,000. So what is we need to scale between 0 to 1. So what is a new mean? 0. And what is the new max? 1. So put this value in a formula. So V is 300,000 minus min A. Min A कौन सा है 125,000 divide by max A क्या है 925 minus min A that is 125 into new max A का है 1 minus 0 plus 0. So when we calculate this, we will get 0.21875 as the output. So with this 300 what we can say 300,000 value will be converted by 0.21. So it is between 0 to 1. So we just scale or normalize this with the help of min-max normalization. So this example may be asked, so that in the example, same example will be asked, values are like this, and you need to transform in between 0 or 1 or 0.5 to 10, 1.5 the values, and they need to ask convert this 300,000, like there is some value and we need to convert that value into new one, right? So this is what the formula. The next method is Z-score normalization. So in a Z-score normalization, the values are normalized based on mean and standard deviation of attribute. So what we need to do here, we need to calculate the standard deviation, right? So this is the formula. V dash is equals to V minus A bar divided by deviation of A, right? So here V is a new and old of each entry of data respectively. So A bar is a standard deviation of the original value. So this is the example. This is very simple example. This example was also asked for 3 marks in examination paper. So see here, consider that the mean and standard deviation of values of attribute income 4,000 and 16,000. See here, the values are already given. So consider that the mean and standard deviation. So mean is what? First value. Respectively bola hai na unhone. Deviation of a values of attribute income 54,000 and 16,000 respectively. So mean क्या है 54,000. Standard deviation क्या है 16,000, right? With Z-score normalization. So हमें क्या value normalize करनी है 73,000 for income, right? So what will be the output? C. V minus A dash. So V क्या है? कौन सी वैल्यू मुझे करना है 73,000. That is what my V minus 54 क्या है? Standard deviation. Sorry, mean जो मेरा है. Divide by standard deviation. Standard deviation ये बोलते हैं ना, ये वाला standard deviation alpha A, right? So put the values 73 minus 54 divided by 16,000. So what will be the output? 1.225. So 73,000 will be normal by using Z-score normalization with 1.225. Got it? So 73 minus 54 divided by 60,000. 16,000, that is what 1.225. So what we do here, we just normalize 73,000 into 1.225. Got it? And the next is decimal scaling. So what decimal scaling do? It normalizes by moving a decimal point of the value of a data But while using this decimal point, we divide each and every value of data by the maximum absolute value of a data. So how to calculate this maximum absolute value? So we need to check in the numbers. So which one is the maximum value, we have to take the decimals of that value only. So what will be the formula? Vi new is equals to Vi divided by 10j. Means what? 10 raised to j is what? Decimal scaling, right? So j is the smallest integer which is less than 1. So for example, this is my input, minus 10, 201, minus 401, 501, 601, 701 is my input. Now इसमें से देखो सबसे बड़ा वाला वैल्यू कौन सा है, सबसे मैक्सिमम वैल्यू, so 701 है. So I have to use this 70 का जो decimal है, I have to use this decimal. So maximum absolute value of data with the help of 701. So 701 का ये क्या है, digit 3 है ना, यहाँ पे देखो एकक, शतक एंड दशक, एकक, दशक एंड शतक जो है ना लास्ट वन, then 10th 0th value, 10th value and 100th value. So this is what 3 numbers है ना ये 701. So j है मेरा 3, that is what 1000. So divide each and every given data by this 1000, right? So it's 701 किस कैटेगरी में था, 1000 के ना, शतक के, right? So sorry, so the normalized data, so minus 10 को 1000 से डिवाइड करेंगे तो माइनस 0.01, 201 को अगर 1000 से डिवाइड करोगे तो क्या आएगा, 0.201. Likewise, each and every value will be divided with the help of this 701, that is decimal 3. If there is one value 5001, then 4 numbers are there, right? 4-digit number is there. So we will our j will be the 4 and we will divide with the 10,000, right? And then we will normalize the data. Likewise, same way here, maximum value 703 and digit numbers are only 3, so we will divide the data with the help of 1000, right? So this is all about normalization. And then last point, this data discretization and concept hierarchy generation. So what is discretization? Discretization technique is used to reduce the number of values for a given continuous attribute by dividing the range of attribute into intervals. So interval can be used then to replace the actual data values, right? So there are 2 ways. One is supervised discretization and another is unsupervised discretization. So what happened in a supervised discretization? The process in the supervised discretization process, actually the labels are known actually, and in unsupervised learning or unsupervised discretization, the labels, class label, are unknown. So there are 2 ways, one is top down and another is bottom up. So top down means what? Process starts by first finding one or few points, that is called a split point or cut points, to split the data entire attribute range, and then repeat that concept with the following intervals. That is what the top down approach. And what happened in a bottom up approach? First of all, considering all continuous values as a potential split point, it will take first of all the values as a split point, and then it removes the, or it merge the data with this neighborhood and form the intervals. So top down में क्या होता है? First of all, ये एक स्प्लिट, मतलब अगर 10 वैल्यू है तो 5 करेगा, उसके बाद 2 3 करेगा, लाइकवाइज है ना. बॉटम अप में क्या होता है? इट विल कंसिडर एज अ होल डेटा सेट एज अ वन क्या interval, and then it will divide or remove out the numbers. That is what the bottom up approach. So what data discretization do? It just reduce the number of value into given continuous attribute. So it just categorize the particular data and replace the actual data with its neighboring values, right? So the different techniques like binning method. So binning का example हमने देखा है, जो क्लीनिंग है उसमें बीनिंग का एग्जांपल देखा है. वहां पे भी हम लोग क्या कर रहे थे? वी जस्ट नॉर्मलाइज और स्मूथ द डेटा विद इट्स नेबर. सो there was 3 methods of binning, that was mean, median and outlier, right? That is mixed boundaries, max boundary and min boundaries, right? So then entropy based discretization is there. Interval merging by chi-square analysis. So chi-square is also, we had already seen the example of this. Then clustering analysis. So what happened in a clustering? So it just divide the data into clusters. So similar items will be uh, grouped in a one cluster, right? So this is what the data discretization and concept hierarchy generation. So thank you. So here our first unit is over. So if you have any questions, then you can ask me. Thank you.